died down a bit, actually. It's actually supposed to die down probably about 9 in the morning, and then it's supposed to start again at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So in the last week we've had about 1 day without rain, but I don't mind it so much. I actually really enjoy the sound of the rain on the cabin and sit in front of a warm wood stove in the rain. It's actually really nice. So I don't mind the rain so much. It just kind of really hinders how much I can do outside, because a lot of the stuff I have to do outside involves machinery, like the lawnmower, the weed trimmer, and you don't really want to, get those things out in the rain too much. And I definitely don't want to be splitting wood in the rain. Everything's just a bit too slippery, and yeah, it's an accident waiting to happen. But anyways, it wasn't a very positive start. But yeah, so I actually don't really mind the rain. But because it is supposed to stop today, fingers crossed, I do have some stuff I got to get done today. Last week, I had mentioned in my video that Peach kept trying to escape, and she's still doing it. But I got a lot of comments with some, good tips, and and I appreciate those. But I think I got a lot of comments where it kind of showed me that I didn't really give as much information as I should have. So, and there's some things about Peach that I haven't really talked about. I don't know, it's so stupid, but I just wanted to respect Peach's privacy, which is really dumb, actually. It's not dumb, but it is dumb. Anyways, I just want to protect her a little bit, because she's actually just a really good girl. She's the best girl. But, so, Peach, from what I've read at the Rescues website or Facebook page where I got Peach, they had a bit of a difficult time adopting Peach out. From what I understand, she was one of the longest, maybe even the longest, they've had a dog. So what they ended up doing is they sent her to a very reputable trainer in Victoria. Peach's issue was mostly resource guarding. So she would snap at humans who, went anywhere near her food. I don't know if there were any other issues, but I do know 100% that was an issue. There's a boat going by. It's amazing. Like right now it's about 6:30 in the morning, and as soon as the light shows, as soon as there's light, there's boats everywhere on the water. In the winter time, because you don't see light till about 9 a.m. maybe, it's dead quiet. It's so lovely. In summertime it gets really noisy. Anyway, so Peach, resource guarding. She had an issue with resource guarding. So what they did is they sent her to a live-in trainer. So from what I understand, she went to this trainer in Victoria, British Columbia for a month. And I believe the pricing at that was like $150 a day. So they really invested in Peach. They were so dedicated to, I'm getting choked up. It was just so nice. What the heck is wrong with me? But anyways, they sent her to a trainer and they got her all fixed up. So Peach came back, fully trained. This dog, her recall is actually quite phenomenal. She can be up in the forest, and as long as she's like in hearing range, and I have treats. That's the key here. As long as I have food in my pocket, I can get her to come instantly. It's like a no-brainer for her.
Peach, come! Good job.
So what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to wean her off of treats. When she knows I don't have treats in my pocket, she'll ignore me. Like, she hears me, I know she hears me, and she knows, and I know eventually she will come. And that's why I was so stunned the first time she did that, where I saw her look up and then turn and go up the trail away from me. So that's why I was just so shocked, because it's just not in her nature. It's not in her training. She's like very well trained. So anyways, I've gone back to carrying treats with me. The reason why I kind of want to wean her off of the food is because if we're out somewhere and I've run out of food, or I've left the cabin without it, because sometimes that happens, and there's a danger and I can't get her to come back to me, that concerns me a little bit. So yeah, so we're still working on it. A couple of other things I never mentioned about Peach is that it's kind of sad actually, but I don't know what has happened to her from where she was with her original owners to me. I have a good idea, like, where she's been, how many fosters she's been at, her training, all that good stuff. And the original owner actually did reach out to me, and she was really lovely, and yeah, she said they love Peach very much, but she did nip at their children. When her current foster brought her here, I was instructed very clearly, without no exceptions, when I first met Peach, I could not look at her, I could not touch her, I could not talk to her, I couldn't say her name. Like, I had to just completely act as if she wasn't even there. So I did what I was told, and it all worked out really well. Peach got in the boat to get here, and the fosters ended up staying here for, I think, 3 days. They actually got, the weather wasn't good enough to take them back, so they actually ended up having to stay another day. It took that entire 3 days for Peach to allow me to look at her, let alone even touch her. Yeah, so I had my concerns. So when the fosters left her here, I was like, I wasn't scared of her by any stretch. But that girl, for the first probably 3 weeks that I had her, she did not trust me at all. At all. Like, if she was on the couch and I sat down on the couch, she would growl, and then she'd get off the couch and go somewhere else. She just didn't want to sit by me. So I just let her, I'd let her be, and I just let her decide when she was going to approach me. And yeah, after about 3 weeks, the first time, she hopped up on the bed beside me, and she slept there. But she woke up in the morning, and she was like, "What? How did I get here?" She jumped down, and it took about another couple of weeks before she was up there full time. Now she just sleeps beside me every night. But yeah, so Peaches doesn't trust people at all. I don't know what has happened to her, and it seems to be more men than women. So all the men she's met here, she has growled at them and snapped. Like, she's been on leash at these when she growled and snapped at them. And if ever a male comes up onto the porch, she goes ballistic. Like, she acts like she wants to kill them, literally. But it's more, you can tell though, it's out of complete fear than anything else. Because when I open the door, she makes zero move to go outside, period. She doesn't go outside. She just continues to bark. So I've got some training things that we're doing with her right now that I've gotten from a trainer. So we're working on her reaction to men, and I think it's going pretty well. The male owner here, he's been really great. He's worked really hard at trying to become friends with her, and I think it was about, maybe a month ago now, she was actually off leash with him, and she let him pet her, and he was driving around in the truck, and she was running alongside the truck, and I left her up on the hill. He was bucking wood up on the hill, and she stayed up with him a few times. She didn't come with me, so that was really good. I was really happy with that. But yeah, she seems to have a real issue with men. She's got a lot of things going on, but we'll work through them together. This girl is stuck with me now, and I think we've bonded pretty well. She's just been great since she's decided to trust me. It's been really good. I'm not going anywhere, so yeah, I'm going to do my best to help her, because I think she'd be a lot happier if she just chilled out a bit. But all we can do is just keep working on it. So this week we did have another bear show up. It was a different black bear, super skinny. Well, I guess compared to the bears we've had so far. But yeah, she's relatively thin compared to the other bears that have showed up. I spotted her. It was about 5:30 in the morning, and I just finished brushing my teeth, and I was just getting my coat on to take Peach out, and I glanced over I just saw a movement out through my bedroom window, and I glanced over, and there's this massive black bear right outside my bedroom window. So I rushed as quickly as I could to get my phone just to get a few shots of her. They weren't that great, but I did get a couple of shots of her. But I haven't. Oh yes, we did see her again later that day. Peach and I were just checking the dock, and she was on the point, and Peach barked once and she bolted. So yeah, I don't think she likes dogs, so that's good. But otherwise it's been relatively quiet, just a lot of rain. Not a whole lot of work outside. The owners did come for one day, and on that day it was a beautiful day and lots of sunshine, so the grass dried out a bit, so I was able to mow the lawn. The number one thing I have to do today is I need to get some of this weed trimming done. The grass is a bit wet, of course, because of all the rain, but I've weed trimmed the grass when it's wet before, and it actually still works pretty well. So yeah, but I don't want to do it in the rain, so hopefully it lets up so I can get that done.